Hi guys, good afternoon people. We are starting with related service, chapter number 9. Related services, chapter number 9. Listen, here, now previously what used to happen, long time ago, we just had standards on auditing. Okay, only essays were there, standards on auditing. Now when ICA changed the syllabus, you came in new scheme, they have added SRE, standards on review engagements. Okay, then they have added SRS, standards on related services. Okay, then they have added SQC, standards on quality control. Then they have added SA 800 series also. Okay, 800 series. So previously our last SA was 700 series was there. Okay, now SRE mein there are 3 standards, SQC mein there's only 1 standard, SRS mein there are only 2 standards, SA 800 series mein we have more 3 standards, plus there is one more SAE, standards on assurance engagement. Okay, so this is new, this is new, this is new, this is new, this is new. We had 2 attempts prior to this. Okay, May and November. In both the attempts, they have asked question on all the new. So even if I expect 5 mark a question, 5 6 are 1 2 3 4 5, 5 5 is a 25. 2 marks approximately MCQ. So close to 30 to 35 marks this 5 chapter will carry for you. 5. Okay. Now today we are doing SRS, standards on related services. It says standards on related services. Related services. Now you tell me, as an auditor, what is the qualification of auditor? CA plus COP. So that's a qualification, right? So when I'm doing audit, I give my audit report as per SS 700. I've given my audit report. Okay. Now one of my job is to do audit, right? That is one of my field. I can do that. What other services as a chartered accountant you can give? What financial? Financial services like what? Consultancy you can give, very good. Portfolio management you can give for somebody. Certification you can do. Can you prepare accounts? Yes or no? If I am auditing TCS, see, I am chartered accountant. So in my entire body, in my nerves, accounts is fully inside to me. Okay, but I don't seem it is in you. Okay, now, so accounting services. I am the statutory auditor of TCS. We just discussed that you can give accounting services. Okay, we just discussed that we can give accounting services. But I am the statutory auditor of TCS. Can I give accounting services to TCS? Yes or no? No. You remember that prohibited services in your intermediate, you must have done section 144 of Companies Act, prohibited services. You can't do that, right? But imagine Adani calls me. Adani says, AB sir, you come and give accounting services to us. Can we give accounting services to Adani? Yes or no? Yes. So related to my profession, I am doing one service. It is called as which services? It is called as related services. What it is called as related services. So related to our profession. Now, so we have 2 standards here. One is SRS 4400. It says engagements to perform agreed upon procedure. Engagement to perform what? Agreed upon procedure. We call this as AUP, agreed upon procedure regarding financial information. Number 2, SRS 4410. It is called as compilation engagement. What it is called as? Compilation engagement. Okay. Now, so SRS 4400, SRS 4410. These are the 2 standards. In the exam, they have asked 4410. 4410 they had asked. Okay. Now, how to distinguish between these 2? See, if the question clearly says audit, the word audit is used. So your brain should start processing that we are talking about only audit. So my standards on auditing will apply. Okay. They tell you that company wants to prepare accounts. Company has hired you to prepare accounts. So I have to prepare accounts. So I'm an accountant. It is related to my profession, accountancy services. So it will come in which services? Related services. Okay. They have asked me to give consultancy. I am not doing audit to them. So my essays are not applicable. I am giving consultancy. So it is which services? Related services. Okay. Now, you be there in the book only. Okay. Hold on. Now, my first question says, just let's read from the screen first. What are related services? It says an assurance engagement, that a practitioner. Guys, what does practitioner means? No, CA is wrong. CA plus COP gives an opinion about the specific information due to which the users of the information are able to make confident decisions. Now imagine I am a chartered accountant. HDFC Banks calls me. Okay, they are saying, okay, AB sir, do one thing. You go and prepare the accounts of Adani on cash basis. We want to give loan to Adani, but we are confused whether they are saying true or not. Their auditors have given us the report. Auditors are EY for Adani. Okay, they are calling us and saying, "Okay, bank is calling me. Okay, AB sir, you do one thing. You give me a report whether the accounts are prepared on cash basis correct or not." Now, this engagement is given to us by Adani or by bank? By bank. So, who's the user of this information? HDFC Bank, right? Now, on the basis of my report, bank will decide whether to give loan or not to give loan. So it says it is you are giving an opinion about a specific information due to which the users of the information are able to make confident decisions. Understood the definition? So definition is only for your understanding, very rare in the exam. Now, not all the engagements performed by the practitioners are assurance engagement. Not all the engagement performed by the practitioner are assurance engagement. Guys, assurance means to make a belief that somebody is trusting on that report, right? Now imagine if I give consultancy, I'm just giving consultancy. Am I giving any assurance? No, I'm just giving advice to them. Okay. Client calls me, say, okay, sir, do one thing, file my income tax return. File my income tax return. Income tax return I have to file. Am I doing audit of client? I'm just filing accounting. I'm just filing income tax return. I'm giving which services? Related services. But you tell me, filing income tax return, is it an assurance engagement? No, it is just a related services. So following engagements are in the nature of related services. What is the example? The preparation of tax return where no conclusion conveying the assurance is expected. We are not concluding anything. We are just preparing the ITR for you. Number two, like what madam said, consulting or advising engagements such as management and tax consultancy. Are we giving any assurance? No, we don't give any opinion. We are just giving advice to them. Third, engagements covered by SRS. What are the two engagements? Such as AUP engagements. AUP means what? Agreed upon procedure. Number two, compilation of financial or other information. That's compilation engagement. So this is 4400. This is 4410. So this is just an intro, a definition of what is related services. Okay. Read on the book in the book. It's on page number 247. What are related services? Just read it. Okay. Understood the definition of related services? So one student is asking, sir, if I make a blunder in income tax return filing, I do not have to take accountability. Obviously, you have to take accountability. It is your error. I am saying when I file income tax return, so what data client has given, I will upload that only. If I have not uploaded correctly, that means I have not exercised my due diligence. I was incompetent to do that. So there you are accountable, but income tax ka data, whatever income he has shown, you are not accountable for that. And anyways, we give which kind of assurance in audit also? Reasonable. We are never liable. We say we have seen. If there's some error is there, some error is there. Okay. Number two. What are AUP? What are AUP? AUP means what? Agreed upon procedures. AUP means what? Agreed upon procedures. Now listen. Bank is calling us. Okay. AB Limited, do one thing. You just do a report of the company. You prepare a report on Adani Enterprises and prepare a report only on the datas for them. You prepare a report only on datas. So now we are auditing not the entire entity. We are auditing what? A specific element wherein we will check the datas of the company and we will give this report to everybody or only to the bank? Only to the bank. So this procedure is given, this procedure is defined, this engagement is defined by the bank only that you have to do this. So I and bank, that means the auditor or the practitioner at the bank has agreed to do this. It is called as AUP. What it is? AUP. What is the full form for AUP? Agreed upon procedure. In an engagement to perform AUP, the auditor, one second, they have used the word auditor. Does it mean the start order of a company? No. Any other CA plus COP is engaged by the client to issue a report of factual findings. To issue a report of factual findings. Based on what? Specific procedure performed on specific subject matter and specific, we say this as I. I means what? Accounts, items, elements. I means what? Accounts, items, elements of the FS. Like when we talk about, have you heard about stock audit? So what are we doing? Are we auditing the entire entity? No, what are we doing? We are just auditing stocks. So we prepare the stock audit report and give it to the management. Or imagine if bank have said prepare a stock audit report. So we are giving it to the bank. So we are doing only audit of that specific I. I means what? Accounts, items, element. Okay. Now, example. Engagements to perform procedures on accounts payable. Accounts payable means payable. Creditors. Accounts receivable, like debtor ka audit, creditor ka audit, or purchases from related party. So April to September, in 6 months, how many related party ka purchases have been happened in the company? Okay, practitioner, go and do this. So he is auditing only that particular transaction. So that is the reason we call this as AUP. AUP means what? Agreed upon procedure. Now, read this line. The person performing related services need not necessarily be the auditor of entity ka FS. So that means, can any CA plus COP perform this engagement? Yes. I have a question. Can the start auditor of a company perform some kind of this engagements also, some AUPs also? It says anybody can perform, right? Anybody means basically any CA plus COP. So outsider to can perform, agreed. My question is, can a start auditor also perform this kind of engagement? Yes, unless prohibited by law. Like for example, company has taken OD. Company has taken OD or CC from the bank. So they take OD and CC. You know what is OD? OD means overdraft. CC means cash credit. So they have taken a loan on the stock. So bank says, stat auditor, you report on the stock only. So on 30th September, the client is saying they have 1 crore ka stock. You tell me it is not there or not. So company ka stat auditor will have to give stock audit report. Listed company may, okay, SEBI says they have done related party transaction, stat auditor, you have to do it. So stat auditor will do this transaction. So there is no as such prohibition. But like imagine share transfer has happened, share transfer. Income tax people says that whenever share transfer happens, the report has to be done by any other CA. So can the stat auditor do it? No, any other CA has to do it. So in case if there's a prohibition in law, then stat auditor you can't do. But in general, can the stat auditor do SRS 4400 also? Yes, anybody can do 4400. Okay. Now, so in the book, read what is AUP, the definition of AUP, agreed upon procedures. Read this. Done. Now we start with 4400. Okay. So in that, come to 2.1 objective. Just for read, it is not an exam question. At final level, they will not ask you. Okay. So objectives of AUP is to carry out the procedures of an audit nature to which the auditor, so they are using the word auditor, that means you are being hired as an auditor, and the entity and any appropriate third party like bank have agreed and to report on factual findings, like SEBI have appointed, bank have appointed you. No assurances provide such a report. Such AUP are called as which engagement? Non-assurance engagement. So I am not giving an opinion here. What am I saying? Sir, they have taken the loan on 30th September. Or if they have told us to do stock audit, sir, they have a stock of 1 lakh. So I am establishing a fact. I am not giving an opinion here. You give opinion in which engagements? Assurance engagement. Which engagement? Assurance engagement. So please underline this. Such agreed procedures are non-assurance engagement. Then, next answer is audit versus AUP. Audit versus AUP. Hold on. Now see, here an audit expresses an opinion and provides assurance to the users. We give an opinion and give a kind of an assurance, credibility to my users of the FS. In AUP, what do? We don't give opinion. We give a report of what? Factual findings. We give a report of what? Factual findings of AUP is provided. No assurance is given to the users. Now I tell to the bank that bank Adani have 1 crore rupees ka stock. So I gave my report. I establish a fact. I gave it to the bank. Now it is the bank who has to take a call whether to give the loan or not to give the loan. Okay, imagine SEBI told me to do one thing. You check related party transactions of Adani. I checked and I gave a report on related party transaction. So whether it is a contravention, not a contravention, who will decide that? The SEBI will decide that. Okay, it says instead the users draws their own conclusion based on factual findings stated in the report. So the user of the report will decide whether to do the transaction or not. Examples they have given. What is the example? For example, comparing the names of major suppliers and the amounts outstanding as on the date with the amounts in the trial balance. So what are you doing? Whatever is outstanding, like imagine 30th September ka creditor we want to know. We will compare it with the trial balance. So we are preparing a report whether the balance is matching or not. Balance matching, matching. Not matching, not matching. I am establishing a fact. Whoever has appointed me, he will take a call whether to give loan, whether there is some contravention. I don't have to give any suggestion there. Or obtaining supplier's confirmation to confirm balance outstanding on a date. So imagine 31st December, company was getting merged. Amalgamation was happening. So the person who is merging it, okay, the acquirer, acquirer, the person who acquires it, okay. So he calls me, okay, do one thing for the target company. You prepare how much creditor is there. You tell me how much creditor is there. So what I will do, I will call all the creditors. Sir, how much balance, how much balance. I will note that balance and prepare the report and give it to the acquirer. Finish. Am I giving any opinion? I am establishing a fact. Okay. So audit may we give opinion. AUP may we do not give opinion. We establish a fact. Understood the difference? So now, see, in the notes we are writing direct questions. But what ICI is the godfather. They will give story. They will go round the bush. You are the auditor. Okay. Now, if they have asked us to you, you feel proud. Oh, we are the auditor. Yeah. Sir, tell me. You are the auditor. Okay. You hold CA and you are chartered account holding COP. SBI Bank has called you for an engagement to do the inventory verification on 30th September of Adani Enterprises. You took your articles along with you. Okay. Now, article has a curiosity. Sir, we are giving a report on 30th September, but we have learned that we give report on 31st March. He want to understand what kind of engagement is this and understand the difference between the audit engagement and this engagement. So they will not say AUP. They will give you hint. So you need to understand this is what it is, AUP. AUP. So what you have to give? You just have to write the difference between audit versus AUP. So going around the bush, they will give you story, but ultimately the answer is this only. One-liner. Acha, we general as a student, okay, we have a habit of writing distinction T form, like left side, right side. In audit paper, no T form. One line of audit, one line of AUP, one example. That's it. Over. 3 mark, 4 mark, 5 mark का answer. There are no lengthy answers coming. There's no 6 mark का question, 8 mark का question. So maximum 3, 4 mark का answer is only coming. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Read the distinguish. AUP versus audit. Yeah, obviously, yes. Done? Now see, next answer. Next answer says, what are the general principles of AUP? Okay. Please write there besides me RTP. RTP means read if time permits. You just have to read this. So this is same principle as an auditor. Okay. And write the code there. OIPCC. What is the code? OIPCC. What is O? Objectivity. What is I? Integrity. What is P? Professional competence. No, P is professional behavior. Professional conduct. Professional behavior is professional conduct. Then C is professional competence. Competence and due care. Fifth is confidentiality. They have given one more technical standards. Okay. So this is also there. But main principles are this five. OIPCC. What is O? Objectivity. What is I? Integrity. P, professional behavior, professional conduct. Okay. Fourth is professional competence and due care. And the last one is what? Confidentiality. Okay. Now understand this. Independence is not requirement for AUP engagement. Now what does this like mean? Independence is not required. I have a question. Can I audit my father ka company? Can I audit my father ka company? Why no? There's a relation. Okay. As per Companies Act, they have said no. My father tells me, okay, bank is asking for a stock audit report. Can you give me the report? Yes or no? Because independence is not a criteria here. Now, but however, the term objective of the engagement may require the auditor to comply with independence requirement as per Code of Ethics issued by ICA. My law says, the standard says independence is not required. But our godfather, who's the godfather? ICI. ICI says, boss, if you are doing this engagement, you have to follow independence. So ultimately, independence will be followed or not followed? To be followed. You have to follow the independence. So where the auditor is not independent, a statement to that effect should be made in the report of actual findings. If you're not independent, you write there. So ultimately, independence have to be seen or not seen? You have to see. Okay, I have a doubt. Can I audit my father-in-law ka company? Audit father-in-law ka company. Can I audit my father-in-law ka company? Yes. Nowhere it is prohibited. As per Companies Act, father-in-law is not a relative. Example. As per law, definition of law, father-in-law is not a relative as per law. But my godfather, ICI. ICI say, okay, law may you are allowed to do it. Agreed. But ethics, morals, principles, okay, your values. Now imagine my father is a fraudster. Example. Okay, it is getting recorded. My example, my father is a fraudster. He's doing fraud. Will I ever tell to public that my father-in-law is doing fraud? No. Because if I say this, I will have a problem of night. Dinner problem. Okay. So my ethics comes in between. My ethics says, my CA Act says, boss, you can't do it. So you need to maintain independence. Okay. Now, next answer. Next question is, matters to be agreed include the following. Now listen. In all the new standards, we'll have three types of answer. Once you have been appointed, like when you are appointed, before getting appointed, what terms you will discuss? That is called before the engagement. Imagine my very good friend. Okay, I love him. Okay, Vijay Malia, amazing guys. What life he lives. 5 year. Boys can understand this. Okay, so today also he lives that life. Okay, now you must have gone to UB City. I mean, imagine what money he has made. Like the entire family has one road, Malia Road. Okay. Generally, we have MG Road, Mahatma Gandhi Road, Jawaharlal Nehru Road, all those politicians. I mean, like those freedom fighters. Imagine, he's the only guy who has Malia Road. There's no Ambani Road also. Huh? There is no Adani Road also. Imagine Malia Road. He's an amazing guy. Malia calls me, hey, sir, come. We have one assignment for you. I said, what? So you have to do one data record. I said, okay, let's do meeting at Starbucks. He said, why Starbucks? Come to my penthouse. Okay. So we are sitting at his penthouse. So when we discuss the terms, it is quite before getting the engagement. Okay. So this is one question. Now when the terms are agreed, Mala says, okay, I'm agreeing to all the terms. I'll pay you 5 lakh rupees. So after that, I have to perform the engagement. So that is because during the engagement, that is the second question will come. Third, once the engagement is over, you have to give a report. Third answer is contents of report. Third answer is what? Contents of report. So these three questions are there in all the standards which have come. Okay. Before, during, after. Before, during, after. Okay. Now it says the auditor should ensure with the representatives of the entity, that is basically the management, and ordinarily the other specified parties like a bank or SEBI, whoever has appointed you, who will receive the copies of report of actual finding that there is a clear understanding regarding the AUP and the conditions of engagement. So the question is what? What are the matters to be included in the engagement? Okay. Now hold on. What are the matters to be included? Sir, the code here is penal. So we will write in this form only. Okay. First, sir, following are the matters to be included in the engagement. What is the first point? Purpose of the engagement. Why are we doing it? We will write. Okay. Just write the penal. Okay. Just write the penal. PINNL. Online people, have you got the book? Online people. P, purpose of the engagement. Okay. I, identification of the financial information to which the AUP will be applied. Identification of the financial information. What is identification of financial information? Balance sheet. We are checking data or you are checking creditor. What data you are checking? Okay. Information. N, NTE. You must have heard NTE. Nature, time and extent of specific procedure to be applied. So sir, we will be checking 3 months ka data. We will be checking 6 months ka data. We will be checking 100% data. So we will be checking 80% data. So nature, time and extent of the specific procedures. One more N. Very important. Nature of the engagement including the fact that the procedure performed will not constitute audit or will not constitute review and therefore no assurance will be expressed. Sir, it is not an audit. It is neither a review. We did it in the previous question, right? Sir, so we are not giving any assurance. See, we will write in the engagement letter. Because later on the client will say, no, you have to give me an opinion also. We will clearly say, okay, boss, in the engagement we have discussed, boss, it is not an audit, neither a review. Okay, and therefore no assurance be provided. L, limitations on the distribution of the report of actual finding. Limitation on the distribution of the report of actual findings. What does this mean? This report, what I am preparing, is a report given to the bank only. This report will be used only to the banker. No other purpose, no other person can use this. Okay. See, start audit report is useful for whom? Stakeholders. Can you define stakeholders? Shareholders, government, bankers, prospective investors, everybody, right? But this report I'm preparing data car report or related party car report. So whoever has appointed me, this report is only for them. So my code is what? Penal. What is P? Purpose of the engagement. What is I? Identification of the financial information to which AUP will be applied. N, NTE of the specific procedure to be applied. One more N, nature of the engagement, stating the fact that it is neither a review nor an audit. Therefore, we will not express any assurance. What is L? Limitation on the distribution of the report of actual finding. Okay, penal. So what you will do? You will read page number 250, this page, this much. Just read this much. Page 250. Done? Now see, planning is very just a line. The auditor should plan the work so an effective engagement will be performed. No question. Procedures and evidence. The auditor should carry out the procedures agreed upon and use the evidence obtained as on the basis for the report of actual finding. What procedures you will do? Please write there ORA ICI. ORA ICI. What is O? Observation. What is Re? Recomputations. What is I? Inspection. What is C? Confirmation. A? Analysis. And I is what? Inquiry. So there is ORA ICI. This you must have learned in Inter also. Observation, reperformance, inspection, computation, analytical review, and I is inquiry. ORA ICI. No content is there. No content. Okay. Reporting. Okay. Now, here whenever we prepare report, so here, see there were 3 questions: before, during, after. So here there is nothing, no question on during wala part. Now this is reporting ka part. Now when you prepare a report, every standard will have this question: what are the contents of report? So first we will make a common point. So my common point is basically third ups. What is my common point? Third ups. What is T? Title. What is T? Title. A. What is A? Addressee. Ordinarily the appointing authority. Okay. Title, addressee. Now come towards the end. What is towards the end? MNO. Date, place, sign. Date, place, sign. Okay. Plus just add there one more word. FRN and UDIN. FRN and UDIN. What is FRN? Firm registration number. UDIN? Unique document identification number. Firm registration number, unique document identification number. Okay. Now, so see, I say I've also given like line wise. So in the exam also you like line wise. Title, addressee, towards the end, date, place, sign. Now in between we have to fit. Now in between, remember 3 points. My first point will be, now you tell me. Here we have to prepare a report. We are not giving opinion, but we are establishing a fact on the financial statements. My question is, who will prepare the financial statement? Who will prepare? Management. So what will you write? Management has prepared the financial statement as per applicable FRS. Okay, so this is management ka responsibility. Then, what is our responsibility? To give a report. To give a report what? Which report we are giving here? To give a report of facts, not an opinion, right? So auditor ka responsibility, or instead of auditor, if you want to write practitioner, so you can use the word practitioner ka responsibility. So management responsibility, practitioner responsibility. Common answer throughout all the standards. Then number 2, a statement that the engagement is performed as per so and so standard. So if you're writing SAE ka answer, you will write SAE. If you're writing SQC, you will write SQC. So here we are talking about SRS, so you will write a statement that the engagement is performed as per SRS 4400. So third ups there were 5 points. Point number 6, point number 7, point number 8. 8 points are common. This rule we will apply in all the standards. Third ups, management ka responsibility, practitioner ka responsibility, statement that the engagement is performed as per SRS 4400. Now, little specific also we need to write about the particular standard. This engagement was AUP. AUP. Do we provide opinion on this? What do we provide? Facts. A statement that this engagement is not neither an audit nor a review. Therefore, we are not providing any assurance on the report. Over. So rather than studying a new answer, whatever we have studied, use that to frame the answer. Okay. Have you understood title, address, date, place, sign? Now see. So they have given lot of content. See, ideally the question would be 4 or 5 marks. Okay, 4 mark or a 5 mark question. So first identify R points. Mark E. A state that we are making common point first. Statement that the engagement was performed as per SRS. Okay, don't write SRS. Write full form. Standards on related services applicable to AUP and AUP engagements. AUP means agreed upon procedure. Then C. A statement that identification of financial or non-financial information to which AUP have been applied. Who will give this financial information? Management. Then I. Statement that the procedure performed do not constitute an audit or a review and therefore no assurance is expressed. Then K. Statement that the report is restricted to those parties who have agreed to the procedure to be performed. That is limitation or distribution on use. Okay. So third ups, FRN UDIN plus C wala point, E wala point, I wala point, K wala point. 4 points you have written. If you want to write more, you can add just one more point, G wala point. Small point it is. Listing of specific procedures applied. Listing of specific procedures applied. Have you understood? Last point, documentation. There is no content here. The auditor should document all the matters which are important in providing evidence to support the report of actual finding and evidence, and the engagement was carried out as per SRS and terms of engagement. The best part, SRS completed. Finished. This much only. We have done from the main book. This much only. So what are the questions? First would be definition of related services. Number 2 would be what is AUP. Number 3 would be distinguish between audit versus AUP. Number 4 would be what are included in the AUP, in the letter of engagement. Then next one would be report. Over. So see, title, addressee, identification of financial, non-financial information, statement that the engagement was performed as per SRS 4400. Then you use penal, identification of the purpose, identification of the procedure, NT of the procedures. Then a statement that constitute, the procedure performed do not constitute audit or review. Statement that the report is restricted to those parties that have agreed. So we are using penal, date, place, sign, FRN, you did. Over. So I'm not teaching you anything new. You have to concise the content. See, because eventually in the exam time, you should revise the content. Understood? So we have completed AUP. Now, can you open your question bank? So let's do question from question bank. What's the page number? 188. Question number 3. Can we write this answer? How do related service differ from assurance engagement? So the question number 1, definition of related service you have to copy. Okay. See, module may also they have given direct question, but in the exam there will be no direct question. They will give you story. Okay, you should know what you have to write. So write there, refer question 1 of notes. So let's map it. Refer question 1 of notes. Okay, only one question is there on AUP. Only one question. Rest 4 are on 4410. Okay, understood? Okay, hold on. Six B. This is a question they had asked. This is November ka paper. ATP Limited, a large manufacturing company, is planning to invest funds in RSC with the future vision of taking over the company at a later stage. On studying the future financial statement of RS, the investing company wants to get detailed status regarding accounts receivable and inventory. So they want details about accounts receivable, matlab debtors, then inventory means stock in the balance sheet. ATP approach you to perform what? Agreed upon procedure. So this is the hint to identify for the two elements of the FS of RS and submit a detailed report for the same. As the engagement partner, you are responsible for drafting the engagement letter. Enumerate the key matters that need to be agreed to form a clear understanding regarding agreed upon procedures and condition of the engagement. What matters will you include in the engagement letter addressed to the management of ATP? What are the matters? Penal. What is P? Purpose. I, identification of the financial information. N, nature, time and extent of procedure. One more N, nature of the engagement, that it is neither an audit nor a review, but therefore we do not express assurance. L, limitation or distribution of use. Over. Penal. 5 mark answer question 6B. So it came in November. Cool. So with this we have completed 4400. Now let's move on to 4410. Okay, so let's complete the teaching part, then we will write together. Okay, both the channels. It says 4410 compilation engagement. So here, what is client asking us to do? They are asking us to compile the financial statements. Guys, compile means joint. So where do you join financial statement? CFS. Client is asking us to do CFS. Ideally, whose duty is to prepare CFS? Management. Okay. So management says we need to prepare CFS, but management do not know how to prepare CFS. And you to have studied CFS. Where? The audit may you have done audit of CFS. FR may you have done business combinations, right? So they are asking, oh, you are the chartered accountant. You come and what do? Don't give report. You just have to prepare the accounts for us. Because we already have a shadow auditor. He will come and do the audit. You have to prepare the account. That is CFS. Plus, to us, AS was applicable. Now, because we fall in the net worth limit, our net worth got increased. Now, Ind AS is applicable. So, you have to convert the accounts as per Ind AS now. You are a chartered accountant. You to know Ind AS because you are the batch which has studied Ind AS. Like we have never studied Ind AS. So, you to know Ind AS. So, you prepare the accounts on behalf of the management. On what basis? On Ind AS basis. So, it is which engagement? Compilation engagement. That means you are consolidating, you are compiling the financial statements. Okay. Now, SRS 4410 deals with the practitioner ka responsibility. Guys, practitioner means CA plus COP. Okay. I am a chartered accountant, I am holding COP and I am the auditor of TCS. Can I prepare accounts of TCS? No, somebody else have to do it. Okay. Then to assist the management with the preparation of dash historical financial information without obtaining any assurance on that information and to report on the engagement as per this SRS. So what are we doing? We are helping the management to prepare accounts on which basis? On historical basis. Now that there will be something called as prospective. We'll be doing in some other class. Guys, what does prospective means? Future. Projections basically. Here historical means what? Past. Whatever April to March you have done. So today we are preparing the accounts for you and we will give a report. But are we giving any assurance here? No, we are not giving any assurance here. We are not giving any reports. Then it applies to the compilation engagement of it applies to compilation engagement for historical financial information. Compilation engagements for financial information other than historical financial information and compilation engagement for non-financial information can be performed under this essay after necessary adaptation. Read this line and explain what are they trying to say. Read this line. Listen. So the engagements can be two. One which is basis of financial information. Other one which could be on non-financial information. In financial information there can be two. One historical. Other one prospective. Correct? Now they are saying engagements on financial information which is prepared on historical basis, we apply SRS 4410. Engagements for financial information other than historical. Guys, other than historical means prospective. Or engagements on non-financial information. We can apply this SRS after Necessary adaptation. Necessary adaptation basically means making some changes. Right now it is not applicable. It is not the in syllable, but they can apply. Do one thing, draw this on the terrace so you will know what you are doing it. Terrace means the top. Here, here. Here you can draw. Understood this line? Not an exam content, but for your knowledge it is okay. So we do this standard. I mean, we apply these standards only for engagements of financial information, and that to which financial information? Historical. That means the past data, past it. Okay. Now, okay. One important point: we have standards on auditing. We have standards on related services. We have standards on We have standards on assurance engagement, SAE, and then we have standards on SA, SRS, SAE, SRE, standards on review engagement. Of all these standards, there is one godfather. The godfather is what? SQC1. That means it's a standard on quality control. You need to maintain quality. You need to maintain quality when you're doing audit, when you're giving related services, when you are giving assurance engagement, when you're doing review engagement. Every time you have to maintain quality. So quality basically means, imagine if you are preparing the accounts also. Can a BCom guy from my office go and prepare the accounts? No, CA has to go. He has to review everything. But sir, it is not a mandatory thing. I agree, it is not there in the entire standard. But the Godfather standard. What is the Godfather standard? SQC. He says that the standard says you need to maintain quality. Because understand, after some months, you gonna be the most respectable person of the nation. You are chartered accountant. People respect you. You have a value. Even though you do not know how to do the work. But people will respect you. Why? Because the society gives us a respect. So whatever work chartered accountants you are doing, you need to maintain quality. Understood? Like like long back when we used to do it, like 15 years back. So we used to carry those bags of audit file. Okay, all the papers. Okay, our bag is there. Books of audit, books of FR, books of AFM is there. Plus we will carry client ka papers also. Now things have changed. Now everything is there, like big fours. They take everything in soft copy. No physical form. Everything on soft copy. Why? Because they maintain quality control. Okay. Do you have those CCTVs in your office? Do you have CCTVs in your, like you had office, right? You have done articleship, little. Okay. Do you have that card access or thumb impression? No. Poor form. Okay. Poor C. So all those are quality controls. Okay. Like, did your office give you a laptop? Yeah. Okay. Big Four ka laptop, if you see, so they write a number also, like the serial number of the laptop. So it is basically a asset check. So laptop number 23 is given to Sagar. So in the list of the asset register, 23 will always be with the Sagar. But in normal office, hey, you have HP laptop, no? Give that HP laptop to her. You take Lenovo wala laptop. So here we don't have those things. But in Big Four, there's a proper quality control procedure. Imagine you went to the client place. You went to the client place, okay? And you wanted some data. What will you do? You will give your pen drive. Uncle, Anna, data. Okay, you give him the data. Big Four, they don't take in the pen drive. They take uncle, mail. Now when they take the on the email also, they will do this, they will give this information to everybody that we are receiving the data. Everybody means partners. Okay, they'll put everybody on CC. Partner, manager, okay, then director, full entire engagement team, article, everybody. Because later on, nobody should say that we have not received the data. We have informed you, see your mail, everything is on email. Again, it's a quality control procedure. Okay, like small offices, they don't follow all this nonsense. Okay, all this time pass is in with Big Four only. Big Four people, out of 30 days, they work only 22 days, 8 weekends. Okay, in 22 days also, 15 days is a training. Lot of training, lot of seminars they attend. 7 days they only work. In our office, imagine if we do not know, like Big Four may, they have a proper training session. If you have been to a large firm of Bangalore, so Friday or Saturday, the boss makes you understand one section, one provision, okay, from any partner from the firm. Small firm, the article thinks he's the boss. He has the utmost knowledge. If he don't understand any section, he will not go to his boss. He will first call his friend, bro, what is the provision saying? Even if he do not understand, he will just Google it out. Google. Put it on Google, how to file salary return. What is the due date of GSTR? Everything is there on the Google. So all this quality control procedure are only on Big Four. Okay. Now imagine, on your laptop, you can open all the websites. Boys, all means all. Sub. All the website. In Big Four, you can't open Google also. You can't open Gmail also. It is locked. Okay. Now imagine like old time. I'm talking about like 7 years back, pre-COVID times. Okay. So when Google Drive was very low, like Google Drive was not that popular. So when students used to come, okay, to take my video lectures, okay, so they used to submit their hard drives, the pen drives, okay, to save the cost. Now in that pen drive, we will find client folder. Okay, in the client folder, I just opened randomly out of my curiosity which client, how much is that sales. Okay, I opened that Excel file. In that Excel file also, there are so many Excel files. Final data, revise underscore final data, revise underscore final underscore version 1, then revise underscore final underscore along with the date, that last date updated. Okay, we opened it. So I saw there's a turnover, good amount of profit. I called to that student. Okay, and in that pen drive also, we have got lot of times video lectures, not video lectures, there's movies. Like Friends ka full series is there. Full series is there in the hard drive, in that pen drive. So one of my one long back, okay. So one of the student, we were copying the lectures, but it was not getting copied. So one of my staff asked me, sir, what to do? Lectures are not getting copied. So asked the student. So the phone was on the speaker. So my staff called to the student, sir or ma'am, I don't remember. There is some shortage in that. There's some space issue here. So you have a lot of video things. Can we delete that? So you won't believe. I think she said, don't delete Friends. Delete any other movie or whatever it is, but don't. I have not finished that watching. Okay, don't delete that. Delete anything else. Then I took the phone and said, madam, okay, tell to your this client that income tax is behind you. She asked, sir, why? I told her, I have found his raw data with me. The data is with me. Sir, how did you find? Madam, the data is there in the pen drive. So sorry, sir. Sir, don't leak this data anywhere. It is confidential data. I said, oh, confidentiality. You have already breached confidentiality. So the 5 principle, you remember OIPCC? None of the principle we follow. Okay. Now imagine you're at the client place. Okay. You know, they send email, but sometimes what happens, the email do not come on the official email of our office. So imagine Sagar was there. Uncle, please send the email. Sir, I have sent the email, but on his official email ID, he has not received it. Uncle, do one thing. Send on cool, handsome boy 143sagar@gmail.com. So he will take it on personal email ID. But in Big Four, it is not allowed. Okay. So they have a proper quality control procedures. Imagine you want to take a leave. So in a normal firm, what will you do? You'll go to the boss cabin. Sir, tomorrow I am not coming. Okay. Normal procedure. Big Four, they have to mail. They have to take approval. There's an approval matrix. Okay. If you want to take leave, let us assume today is what? 2nd. I want to take a leave on 20th. So I have to mail. Okay, this is the date. I will not come. I have some personal obligation. Then the manager will approve. Then the director will approve. Then the partner will approve. So it's a procedure. It's a quality control check. Okay. Same thing like reimbursement. You understand what's reimbursement? Okay. Imagine you have gone through auto. in Bangalore, Okay, anywhere you are traveling. So imagine the auto car fare came at 42 rupees. 42. How much reimbursement will take? 400? No, see, this is the best part of CA. As a teacher of audit, I'll teach you we should follow OIPCC, we should follow YPCC, we should not do any fraud and all. But the best part is students have already been learning fraud in their articleship. Okay. So generally 43 ka round figure will be like 50 rupees or 100 rupees. He is saying 400 directly. So normal office man will go to the accountant, Anna, 43 rupees, 50, 100 rupees I have spent, give me the reimbursement. So you will fill the slip and take the reimbursement. Big Four mein they have to upload the documents. Upload the bill, upload these, upload that. Then it will get approved from somebody. Then they will get the money in their bank account minus the TDS. Here, 100 rupees we have spent 100 rupees directly, immediately in the pocket. So all this quality control nonsense is of Big Four only. The worst part, we have a full chapter on quality control. So all those things, whatever I have discussed, it is there in the part. Okay, quality control policy should be there. So whatever engagement you are performing, sir, whatever engagement, you need to maintain quality. So who's the godfather of all the standards? SQC1. Understood? Read the next line. This one. Please make the change. Forms compilation engagement. There's a typo error. Forms compilation engagement. Next question is, what is compilation engagement? Hold on. Now see, this is the definition. It says it is the engagement in which the practitioner, best practitioner means CA plus OB, applies what expertise? Accounting and financial reporting expertise to assist the management in preparation and presentation of financial information of an entity as per AFRF. What is AFRF? Applicable Financial Reporting Framework, and he will issue a report. I am not doing audit. I am just helping the management to prepare the FS and I am issuing a report on the same. I am not giving any opinion here. Okay. Any practitioner can take compilation engagement. Guys, any practitioner means any CA plus COB except the stat auditor. Okay. He can't do it. Okay. It is not an assurance engagement. It does not require the practitioner to verify the accuracy and completeness of the information given by the management. I am not checking any data. You gave me the data. I will use my accounting expertise, prepare the data, put it in the format, my job over. Okay. It does not require the practitioner to gather evidence to express audit opinion. I am not checking bills. I am not checking any invoice. I am not checking any tax payment. I am not checking bank statement. You have given me the trial balance. I will help you to prepare the accounts. That's it. Third, it does not require the practitioner to review the conclusion on the preparation of financial information. So this point also specifically was asked. I mean, is there, I think, in the module. It does not require the practitioner to verify the accuracy. Does not require the auditor to practitioner to gather evidence to express opinion, to review the conclusion on the preparation of financial information. So this is the definition. Okay. Then question number 2. Sir, what is the use? What are the purpose of compilation engagement? So compilation engagement can be used for following purposes. Understand this point. To comply with the mandatory financial reporting requirements as per law and regulation. 1 second. Compilation engagement, we are appointing a practitioner like a CA plus COP guy for some mandatory periodic financial reporting requirement. Quarter reports. Which company? Listed company. It's as per SEBI law that listed company, as every quarter you have to give me an accounts. So you have to prepare the accounts. Management do not know to prepare the accounts. So it's a mandatory reporting requirement. Or you can say 12 months accounts also. Which company has to prepare 12-month accounts? All company, every company. So because it is written in company sec na balance sheet ka format, schedule 3. So it is a mandatory periodic requirement. Now, for the purpose unrelated to mandatory, 1 second. Left side was mandatory. So right side will become what? Non-mandatory. For purpose which are not mandatory. What are examples of non-mandatory purposes? For example, management ka TCWC ka internal use. Like they want that somebody should prepare accounts on quarterly basis. They want to understand how their business is doing. Now management want to understand this. Now you tell me, is it a mandatory requirement? No. Number two, for periodic financial reporting undertaken for outstanding parties such as bank in case of a loan. Now, if you have audited a client and he has taken an OD, so every quarter we have to give the accounts of the company, like position of the OD, position of the debtors and stock. So you give quarter reports not to a authority, you're giving it to a bank. So bank is not an authority. Bank is basically a third party and outsider. So it is mandatory and non-mandatory. Non-mandatory. Okay, for transactional purpose. 9 months ka accounts. I am merging on 31st March. Sorry, 31st December. I am acquiring you on 31st December. So I appointed a CA. Do one thing. Who will wait till Jan 5 March? Prepare 9 months ka account. So you are preparing 9 months ka accounts. Are you preparing for any authority? So it is mandatory or non-mandatory? Non-mandatory. So it is for transactional purpose. Example, mergers and acquisitions. So this also is there in the module for to comply with the mandatory periodic requirement. Mandatory example, SEBI. SEBI says you have to do it quarter reports. For the purpose which is not mandatory as per law and regulation, example, management issue ka internal use. For periodic financial reporting undertaken for outside parties, example, bank. For transactional purpose, example, merger and acquisition. Understood? Now, so you will read that same answer. What is compilation engagement? Please read. In case if you don't understand any point, let me know. Please read what is compilation engagement, and this is the purposes. What is the objective? This also. Read the entire answer. Have you understood? This was a definition of compilation engagement. Compilation basically means you are preparing the accounts on behalf of the management. Management is supposed to prepare the accounts, but they do not know how to prepare. So you go and help the management. Like CFS is applicable. Management of the holding company has to prepare CFS, but they do not know. So they hire a chartered accountant to do this. Okay. Now, can you see objectives? Write their RTP. Now listen. So there's a question in the module. Does the practitioner needs to comply with the ethical requirement as per SRS level 410? We just did AUP. Now we are talking about SRS level 410. Okay, related compilation engagement. I want to prepare the accounts. So the question here is, do I need to check independence ka criteria? Standard says no, but our ethics says yes. So ultimately, yes. So the practitioner shall comply with the relevant ethical requirements as per Code of Ethics. He should he should also properly identify and address the threat of relevant ethical requirements. Like my father-in-law is saying to do this. Okay, so I should not do. Being a non-assurance engagement, independence requirements do not apply to the compilation engagement. However, certain law and regulation may specify requirements regarding independence. So ultimately, should you follow or should you not follow? We have to follow independence. Okay, it is there in the module. Cool. Now, can you see scope of compilation engagement? Write their RCP. Now, few points we just have to read. It says, management retains the responsibility for the financial information and the basis on which it is prepared and presented. Ultimately, who has to prepare FS? Management. That responsibility includes application by the management of the judgment required for preparation, presentation of financial information, and including selecting an application of appropriate accounting policy, and where needed, developing reasonable estimates, what policy, what data, how to prepare. It is ultimate responsibility of the management. Okay, not a question. Different financial reporting framework can be used to prepare and present financial information, such as ranging from a simple entity specific basis of accounting to establish financial reporting standards. The financial reporting framework adopted by management to prepare and present the financial information will depend upon the nature of the entity and the use of the information. If it is an unlisted company, okay, to them, Ind AS is not applicable. So what will you follow to prepare financial statements? AS. But if it is Ind AS is applicable, you have to prepare Ind AS. AS applicable, Ind AS not applicable. Who will take this call? Management. We are there to just assist them. We are not preparing, we are assisting the management in preparing. Understood? So then last point, ethical requirements. Read that whether we did this or not. Easy. So this is also a question in the model. Okay. Now draw a line above engagement, acceptance, and continuance. Engagement, continuance, and acceptance. Now there were three answers what I have told you. Before, during, after. Now this is before one answer. Almost similar answer. What are the factors to be considered before accepting the engagement? What are the factors to be considered before accepting the engagement? Okay. Write there dash LORIE. LORIE dash LORIE. Dash LORIE. Okay. Now let me just first teach you. Then you read later on. Okay, from the book. First one. What is L? Limited use and distribution of the financial information. Almost similar to penal limitation and limited use and distribution. O. Objective and scope of compilation engagement. Objective and scope of compilation engagement. Then R. Responsibility. Responsibility of the practitioner, including the requirement to comply with ethical requirements. R. Responsibility. One more R. Responsibility of the management. Why? What responsibility? For preparation and presentation of financial information as per applicable financial reporting framework. Then Who will establish internal control? Management. Design, implementation, maintenance of internal control. Third, accuracy and completeness of the records, documents and explanation given by the management. J, judgment needed in the preparation presentation of the financial information. So basically this is the responsibility of the management. They can ask you a separate question on this also. What are the management responsibility for 4410? Okay. I, identification of the AFRF. What is AFRF? Applicable financial reporting framework. E, expected form and the content of practitioner report. So how do you want a report? Okay. So expected form and content of the report. So guys, what is the code? LORI. What is L? Limited use and distribution of the financial information. O, objective and scope of the compilation engagement. R, there are two R. Responsibility of the practitioner, responsibility of the management. I, identification of FRF. E, expected form and content of report. In management responsibility, there are 4 points. Number one, preparation and presentation of financial information. Number two, design implementation of internal control. Third, accuracy and completeness of the records documents. Fourth, judgment regarding the judgment needed in the preparation and presentation of financial information. Okay. So that is penal in the previous answer. In the previous channel, here it is LORI. Read from the book now. Contents of engagement letter. Have you understood LORI? Okay, let's quickly recall. What is L? Limitation and distribution use. Okay. O, objective and scope of the compilation engagement. R, there are two R's. Responsibility of the practitioner, responsibility of the management. I, identification of FRF. And last one, E, expected form and content of report. How will you want the report? What we should write? Okay, LORI. Now, can you see perform the engagement? Performing the engagement 3.5. Okay. Right there, just refer notes. Okay, refer notes. Now see, So if you remember, I have told you there will be three answers. One is before, during, after. Before wala answer the code was lorry. Now we are talking about during. Okay. Let me teach you all the pointers. Now this, it's a big answer. Page 256, full page 257 and 258 ka half. Okay, 258 ka half. ICI will not ask you on all the points. They will not ask you write the procedure. What they can ask you in between, there are some content on which they can ask you a question. Okay. Let me teach you from here. Let's do it one by one. Okay. First one. Now it says, how as a practitioner you will perform the engagement. Perform basically means procedure. That is basically doing the answer. So the first practitioner shall obtain the understanding of two things. What are the two things? Accounting system and accounting records and the applicable FRF. Whatever FRF is applicable, who will tell him? Management. So he should obtain the understanding of accounting system, accounting records, applicable FRF. Then he should compile the financial information using what? Whatever records, documents, explanations, other information is given by the management. So he will collect. Okay, management has given him some detail about debtors, creditors, P&L, balance sheet, liability, asset, whatever data they have given, he will prepare, put it in the Excel format, compile the information. Then he shall discuss with the management or TCWG about the significant judgment made by the management. Management says, okay, debtor Sagar is standing. So for debtor Sagar, we are putting 20% provision. Okay, for Ashik, we are putting 40% provision. So I as an auditor, I will discuss, sir, why, how have you got 20%? How have you calculated 40%? So whatever judgments they have made, I will discuss with the management. Okay. Now, before completion of the engagement, he shall first read the compiled financial information in light of the practitioner's understanding of the entity, their business and operation, and of the applicable FRF. Like before submitting it, you first go through whether whatever you had thought about the company, it is reflecting or not. Okay. Whatever business revenue they have done, whether it is reflecting or not. So these are the first four steps. First one, he will gain the understanding of entity ka accounting system and accounting records and applicable FRF. Then what he will do, he will compile the information using what? The records, the documents, the explanation and other information given by the management. Then he should discuss with the management regarding significant judgment. Before completing it, what he has to do, he have to read the entire information. Are first 4 points clear? Then fifth. Now listen. This is important. In case of compiling, if during compilation engagement, the practitioner becomes aware of what? Incomplete information or inaccurate information. Incomplete information, inaccurate information. What does incomplete means? Is it fully reflected? No, that means it is not there only. In the financial statement, it is not there only. What does inaccurate means? It is there, but it is wrong. It is there, but it is wrong. Imagine we have taken loan from 5 banks. The company has taken loan from 5 banks. Now they have given the data only of 4 banks. So one bank ka loan ka figure is only not there. So it is which information? Incomplete information. We have taken loan from 5 banks, 5 lakh rupees each. Okay, so they have given data name of all the 5 banks, but they have shown 3 lakh rupees. So information is there fully, but what it is inaccurate. Okay. So now understand, I agree that we are doing a compilation engagement. I don't have to give any opinion. I agree on that. But there is accounting in me, right? How can I stop that, sir? I agree that we don't have to give any opinion. We don't have to check anything. But see, if you are going on the road, okay, your mom has told you, your parents have told you not to speak to strangers, okay? But you saw somebody is dying there. Can you just walk away directly? No. Inside something will happen. Same way, you saw the data what you're compiling, because it is fully wrong. Now your friend is saying, AB sir has taught us. We don't have to check any data. Whatever data I have given, you compile, present in the format. I agree we have to present in the format, but what it is incomplete, or it is what? Inaccurate. And let me tell you guys, in the exam, they will not give you the word incomplete, inaccurate. They will give you story. Like what example I give, incomplete information is there. Inaccurate amount is there, but it is wrong. What we have to do? We have to bring to the management ka attention and request for what? Additional information. When will additional information come? when there is incomplete information. Sir, give the extra data, give that loan ka figure also. Okay, or corrected information. When will corrected means? When the information is inaccurate. So you go to management, uncle, give me additional information in case of incomplete information. Give me correct information in case of inaccurate information. Understood this much? Now, if the practitioner is unable to complete the engagement, if the practitioner is complete to engagement because management has failed to provide the records, the documents, the explanations, I'm asking for paper, I'm unable to complete my engagement. What engagement we are talking about here? Compilation. We are preparing CFS for them, or we are converting from AS to Ind AS. What do you have to do? You have to withdraw from the engagement. You have to withdraw from the engagement and inform whom? The management or TCWG the reasons for it withdrawing. Sir, I am going, sir. It's not you. It's me. Let's break up, sir. Let's break up. Okay. You are not giving me data, sir. I can't do work with you, sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir. Inform the reasons for withdrawing. Okay. Then, this is again a separate point. If during the course of compilation engagement, the practitioner becomes aware of what? The compiled information does not describe the applicable FRF. They have to follow Ind AS. They are still following AS. That data is correct or wrong? The data is wrong. Or the amendments to compile information are required so that it is not materially misstated. Remember this point? We requested the management to give us corrected information. I went to them, they are not giving corrected information. Or the compiled financial information is misleading. That means the full data is only wrong. So what will you do? Understand. The practitioner shall propose what? The amendments to the management. Sir, your information is not as per FRF. Sir, some changes are required, sir. You are not doing the change, sir. The information is misleading. So what I am requesting it, sir, please make the changes in the FS. Management agrees. Management agrees. That's very good. But sir, what if management refuses? What you should do? What will you do? You will withdraw and inform same along with the reason to the management and TCWG. See, if nothing is working out, you do the breakup, sir. We are withdrawing it. Okay. Last point. If the withdrawal is not possible, the practitioner shall determine the professional and legal responsibility applicable in the circumstances. And can you give me an example where withdrawal is not possible? Okay, what are you saying? SEBI, but we are not doing audit here. We are compiling the information. You are correct. SEBI is one of the point, but it will not fall here. Government has given you the assignment. Government says you have to complete the assignment. Come what may, even though it is wrong. AB sir have taught if it is wrong, we have to withdraw. Government says, forget AB sir. I am the government. I am telling you compile it. But sir, it is wrong now. How can I give? Sir, my principle, my morals, my values, sir, I can't. So government says, do you want to go to jail? Or are you giving me the report? So you will give the report there. But you are giving wrong report there. Now somebody will rely on that report. So what will you do? You will check your professional and legal responsibilities. Basically, you will give a public notice that whatever report I am giving, it is a wrong report, sir. But they have told me to give the report, so I am giving the report. So it is called what? Professional and legal responsibilities. Now, the practitioner shall obtain an acknowledgement from management or TCWG as whatever is appropriate that they have taken full responsibility for the final version of the compiled financial information. If compiled information was misleading, it was inaccurate or incomplete, we requested them to correct it. If they have corrected, they will give you the corrected data. Who prepared the FS? Management. We assisted them. So management give me in writing that you are taking full responsibility that you have prepared the compiled financial information. So we will take acknowledgement that they are saying we are responsible. We are responsible means who is responsible? Management. Ideally, on this essay, what they can ask you on this data? They will give you some story. The information is incomplete or the information is inaccurate. What will you do? You will go to the management with the request for what? If it is incomplete, sir, give me extra data. If it is inaccurate, give me correct data. On saying also they are not doing anything, what will you do? You will withdraw from the engagement. Okay, when you withdraw from the engagement, you need to inform to the whom? Management and TCWG. Understood? Or in course of compilation engagement, you saw the entire FRF is wrong. They have not followed FRF. You propose the changes, they are not following the changes only. Or the company information is misleading. Same point, what do? You withdraw. You withdraw. Understood? Cool. Read that 3.5 from the book. Any point if you are not understanding, please ask me. Everybody read from the book, okay? Done? Now see. Practitioner's report. So what are basically question is contents of report. Now you tell me what was the common answer? Third ups. What is T? Title A, addressee D, date P, place, sign, signature, FRN and UD. That is common. Now I have taught you three more points also. Management is responsible as per the standard what it is for identifying the financial information to be prepared as per this essay, this SRS. Okay, what is practitioner responsibility? That it is not an opinion. He is just compiling the financial information. A statement that the engagement is performed as per standards on related service 4410. Okay, this is my common point. Okay, hold on. So mark T title, A addressee, then C also you mark a statement that the practitioner has compiled the financial information based on the information given by the management. Then D responsibility of the management or TCLG in relation to the compilation engagement in relation to financial information. So responsibility of the management. Then E identification of FRF, identification of FRF. Then leave F, come to G, a description of the practitioner responsibility. Then H, a description of what compilation engagement entails in accordance with SRS. That is basically a statement that engagement is performed as per SRS. So this is my common point. Okay. Hold on I and J. Hold on I and J. Just check KLM. Do you know KLM? Yes or no? Right there. FRN. You did. So even if you write this much like TUDUPS, FRN, UDIN, management responsibility, practitioner responsibility, engagement is done as per the SRS. Okay. Then identification of FRF. So all this may your content of 4 mark will become. Okay. But they have given two more extra point. I will explain you this, what it is. You will read it later on. It states that engagement explanation that since a compilation engagement is not an assurance engagement, therefore the practitioner is not required to verify the accuracy or completeness of the information provided by the management for compilation. So whatever we have studied before, same point. According the practitioner does not express audit opinion or a review conclusion or whether the financial information is prepared as per AFR. We are not giving any comment. We are just compiling the information. So this whatever we have read it before. Okay, you copy paste it here. Then, if the financial information is prepared using special purpose framework, like we have followed LODR, or LODR means listing obligation disclosure requirement, or you are preparing as per cash basis. In India, generally, what do we follow? Accrual, but here we are following cash basis. So it's a special purpose framework. So an explanatory paragraph, you will write what? Describe the purpose for which the information is prepared and its intended user. This is prepared on cash basis only for HDFC Bank. This is prepared on LODR basis only for SEBI. So you write an explanatory paragraph. Draw the attention of the users of the financial report to the fact that financial information is prepared as per AFRF may not be suitable for other purpose because we have designed it only for special people. Bank has told as per cash basis. So general public it will not be useful for you. So these are the two pointers which you can add also. In case if you remember in the exam. But if you're not remembering it rather than writing shit answer there, third up use. You use third up, okay? What is third up? T, title A, address D, date, place, sign, FRA, new date. Three more extra point. Management का responsibility, practitioner का responsibility. Statement that engagement is performed as per जो भी relevant standards, okay? Whatever relevant standard, okay? Then 2-3 extra point from the respective standard, like identification of FRF, okay? That point you can write. Then you can write this point also. It is not a assurance engagement. Therefore, the practitioner will not give any audit opinion or a review conclusion. Cool. Read from the book both the pointers. Done? Now see, just one point, engagement partner. Who's an engagement partner, guys? From our office he will go or from outside? From our office. Like we have 4 partners. So if I am leading the team, I am going to audit Reliance. So I am the engagement partner. He for he is responsible for overall quality of each compilation engagement to which the partner is assigned, and engagement being performed should be as per the firm quality control policy and procedure. So just underline engagement partner is responsible. Engagement partner responsible. Documentation. The practitioner shall include in the documentation. Now, this is also a specific question which will be common in like 3-4 standards. Okay. So here we will have a code called as safe. Safe. What will you document? Same point throughout all the standards. Significant matters during the engagement and how those matters were addressed by the practitioner. Significant matters during the engagement and how those matters were addressed. A record of how compiled financial information reconcile with the underlying records, documents, explanation. F. Copy of final version of the compiled information for which who will take the responsibility? Management. For which management or TCWG has acknowledged the responsibility. E. Then practitioner may also consider including in the engagement documentation. Copy of entity card, trial balance, summary of accounting records, or other information which the practitioner used to perform the compilation. So my code is here what? Safe. What is S? Significant matters arising during the compilation engagement and how they were addressed. If SAE came, SAE, same point. Significant matter arising during assurance engagement. So only the word is changed there, but the point is same. What is A? Record of how so and so engagement reconcile with the underlying records, documents, explanation given by the management. F. What is F? Final version of the information for which management or TCWG has acknowledged the responsibility. E. Engagement documentation, a copy of entity ka trial balance, summary of accounting records, or other information that the practitioner used to perform the compilation. Understood? Chapter is over. We have done everything from the book. 2 standards are there. SRS 4400, SRS 4410. What is the name of 4400? Engagement to perform agreed upon procedure. 4410, compilation engagement. Very simple, compilation engagement. Now turn the page, you will see some 2YU, TYU. Now see, so test your understanding have been added in the module. So we have kept in the main book. When the chapter gets over, you have test your knowledge. Those questions we have taken back in question bank. TYUs is between the content, okay? A company asks you to carry out the process of confirmation of its accounts receivable having balance in excess of 10 lakhs as per the books at the close of the year. The work to be performed only involves just prepare, send confirmation required to such parties, analyze various variations on receipt of confirmation, submission of a report as per the professional standards. Now, when you see the word confirmation, sending confirmation, brain start processing, sir, confirmation to some essay is also there. External confirmation 505. Here they have not asked us to do audit. What they have asked, you have to prepare and send confirmation. That means you have to prepare. That means you have to do something related to your job. To do something related to your job, related services. Are we doing the entire accounts? We are doing only accounts receivable. So related service means there were only 2 standards. Full standard if you do, it is 4410. You just do part of it, 4400. So what is the question? What points to be kept in mind for inclusion in the report for such engagement? What is the answer? What points have to be kept in mind for inclusion in report? What is the answer? Third up. See, they have given full story above. Nothing has to do with the question, no relation. Simple also they can ask contents of report in case of AUP, but they're saying no. Go with the story first. So it is basically third ups. Okay. Next question. During the course of performing compilation engagement, as per SRS 4410, it becomes known to you that the client had suffered a theft of rupees 100 lakhs, that's 1 crore of its inventories. So there's a theft of 1 crore, okay? Over a period of time at a storage location visited frequently. A claim was lodged by the client with the insurance company, which was repudiated. Repudiated means cancelled due to certain technical reason relating to coverage of policy. That means, did we got the claim or we did not got? We did not got, okay? The client has not preferred a complaint or any appeal against the said reputation. Now, the amount is reflected under the head current asset in the trial balance of client. Like insurance claim receivable. Did we receive it? It is there in the current asset. Data is there, but we have not received it. What it is? Inaccurate. What it is inaccurate. How will you deal with the matter? What will you do? Request the management to correct it. If they are not correcting it, withdraw from the engagement and inform to the management TCWG along with the reason. Same answer. So first para is the question. If the practitioner becomes aware during the course of engagement that amendments to the compiled information is required for the financial information not to be materially misstated, or the compiled information is otherwise misleading, the practitioner shall propose appropriate amendments to the management. If the management declines or does not permit the practitioner to make the proposing amendments to the information, the practitioner shall withdraw from the engagement and inform management and TCWG the reasons of withdrawing. Okay, this one also extra point you will write. If withdrawal from engagement is not possible, you will determine what? Professional and legal responsibility. Okay, so this was same content was there. See, I say will not ask you direct question, they will give you story. But have you understood? We have done everything from the model. Okay, hold on. So November ka paper to I have shown you. We have done November ka question. May also it was there. May it came in 4B. 4B. MNC Limited has engaged CA Lalit to help the company in compilation of the financial information. Which standard? 4410. Okay, that's a hint. Lalit explained his team members the work, the responsibilities under this engagement. The team members have done mostly audit engagement and do not have exposure to compilation engagement. Story going on. Discuss the key issues that CA Lalit should deliberate and guide his team members with respect to this engagement. Which engagement? Compilation engagement. And the manner it differed from assurance engagement. So what you are supposed to write? Difference between audit versus compilation engagement. Difference, okay? That is one answer. Audit mein what do we give? Assurance opinion. And compilation mein we establish the fact. Okay, audit we deal with standards on auditing. And here standards on related services. Who will do the audit? Auditor. Qualification of auditor. CA plus COP. Who will do compilation engagement? Any practitioner. Hold on. I'll tell you what answer we are supposed to write here. If you remember when we started this standard, there was an answer called as explain compilation engagement. So this was the definition. Any practitioner can take compilation engagement. It is not an assurance engagement. It is not required practitioner to blah blah blah. This was the answer. Okay. Now this was 4 mark answer. One more question came. Give your views on applicability of SQC1. Applicable or not applicable? Applicable. So SQC1 is applicable to compilation engagement. Over 5 mark. So May ka question done, November ka question done. Have you understood? Now are you getting confidence? See, all it is very simple. Only those YouTubers make it very tough. Shut the stores. Okay. If people don't go on YouTube, they will not get customers. Okay. Now let's open the 1 second module I have. Compilation. Now, so what they have done, 1 second, I'll just see. Everything is there, we have covered. 1 to 5 questions are there in the question bank. Okay. Now, can you write this few purpose of compilation engagement? Mandatory, non-mandatory. Non-mandatory में 3 examples were there. Internal use, third party bank, one more. But transactions, mergers and amalgamations. Okay. Did we discuss this question? Online people, you also answer yes or no. Does he need to comply with ethical requirements? Yes. The notes may we have written this. Did we do this? How to? So this is the 4400 wala question only. Okay. Discuss the main documentation requirement to be taken care by practitioner while performing compilation. Safe. Save the last answer of our notes. Safe. Please answer this for me. Question number 5. Tell me, what's the answer? Sorry? Middle. During the process. The entire answer they have asked. Okay. Which is also very rare in the exam, but if they ask, you should know the middle wala process. What is the approach? So first you define the compilation engagement, the definition from the first question, and the during wala process you have to write here. Okay. So till here it was the old module. Now what they added? Did we do this question? MNC engaged Lalit to help the compilation of financial information. Lalit explained his team members the scope of work, responsibilities. The team members have done mostly engagement and do not have exposure to compilation. May 24 ka question it is. Same question they have added here. Question number 6. Hold on. First, let me do 8th question with you. 8th. You have been appointed to compile the financial statement. Which standard? 4410. Kings and Company, a partnership firm for tax purpose. In the course of your work, you discover that inventory is grossly understated. Inventory is there, but it is understated. And company has failed to apply the applicable standard. On pointing out the same, the partners inform you that it is outside your scope because you are not conducting the audit. What you have to do? You have proposed the management. But they are not listening. What do you have to do? Withdraw. Withdraw from the engagement and inform management TCWG along with the reason. If withdrawal is not possible, consider professional and legal requirements. Understood? Like this question will come in the exam. Here they have not given the amount. In the exam there can be an amount also. Okay. Then question number 7. Understand? It's a very lengthy question. Brown Enterprise has huge funds locked up in trade receivables. Debtors standing at around 100 crores on 31st December 23. The management of the company wants to evaluate the validity of trade receivable to ensure the reliability of the financial reporting at the year end. Trade receivables. The accounts department has provided a list of trade receivables to the management containing about 1,000 names. Their balances, contact communication details spread in different parts of the country. The company's management has requested CA Kamna to take up this assignment. So they have called CA Kamna and prepare a report as per standard. Despite not being the start auditor, she decides to accept the engagement. Full story. Explain the nature of engagement. Agreed upon procedure, because you are not talking about the entire data, you are talking only about trade receivable, AUP. Discuss whether it is proper for her to accept the engagement. Yes, she can accept because any practitioner can do AUP wala engagement. 2-mark answer. Wow. While reporting, which precaution should be taken by her so that the readers of the report do not misunderstand its scope? Think and answer. State that it is not an assurance engagement. It is neither an audit nor a review. Okay. Accordingly, we are not expressing an assurance engagement. It is not an assurance engagement. Therefore, we are not giving any assurance. Okay. Let's check the answer. So 7. The above situation related to AUP. This was the answer. Then they have defined what is AUP. From the notes you can write. The management requested CA Kamna. So this is the full story. Therefore, it was proper for CA Kamna to accept the above engagement. Cool. 2-mark answer. Now precaution. A statement that the procedure performed do not constitute either audit or review. Therefore, no assurance expressed. Statement that auditors perform any additional procedure. Statement that the report is restricted to those parties who have agreed. Limitation or distribution use wala point. A statement that the report relates to the AIE. What is AIE? Accounts, items, and elements of financial or non-financial information specified and does not extend to the entity ka FS as a whole. So this is extra. Okay. So when we write notes, we will map that this question have to be referred from the module. Okay. Done. Everything is finished. Past paper, module, R book, question bank, everything we have done. So something will be on the similar lines. I'm not saying exact same question, but something will be on similar lines. Cool. Open your notes. We'll write. Please under Finish. Okay. Last line right there. Note SQC1. Note SQC1 is also applicable to compilation engagement. SQC1 is also applicable to compilation engagement. Okay. Just leave one line and write there refer module question 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, page 9.20. Page 9.20 module. Page 9.20 module. Finished? So we have completed the entire chapter. Okay, so we have done with 2 chapters, guys. Are you understanding now? Getting confidence? Cool. Bye.